This broadcast is from the Watercast Daily Informative. Fostering community for the greater good. We stand united. And now, a recorded message from Ambassador Amatai of the Watercast.
This galaxy, our galaxy, is dying.
War, famine, darkness, and hate. Around every corner is a blade, in every shadow, a rogue. How can one live in such turbulent times? War seems to be the default interaction for so many species now. What can those who seek peace do? Famine is all that's left in the wake of barbarity. What can a person do if they refuse to kill another just to feed themselves? Darkness. Darkness is all that waits at the end of war, at the end of famine, at the end of hate. But what can be done if one refuses to spread hatred, darkness, or war? Where does one even begin? With us. For we have seen the horrors and refuse to surrender. We sing in the face of depravity. We live on in spite of war. And we will never turn anyone away. Our cities are filled with those who have sought peace. Those who have decided enough misery. Those backwards animals, driven only by murder and theft. A tragedy. Who can even guess how much they have destroyed? How many races they have consumed? For such is a tragedy of the lost, to be unlamented. Our poets write of them when they can find fragments of their cultures. We are doomed sometimes to fail, especially in the face of the Yihi, the ever-devouring, the Tyranids. We have seen their primal frenzy. In their own way, they are worse than the Begel. The Yihi consume all things, leaving less than dust behind. Tragedy upon tragedy. And then the Guela, the Homo sapiens, the humans. Few can know the pain we feel when we look at the humans. For our species shares so many similarities. 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 lungs, 2 eyes. But our hearts, our minds, the difference. After our successful first contact with humanity, none of us imagined such a darkness could live in a mortal heart. We traded with humanity. We saved human children by the thousand. We helped so many. We changed a few bigoted beliefs. We worked together for a greater existence, for a greater good. Our help saw a dozen human worlds freed from the yoke, freed from servitude. In response, butchery, damnation, murder. First, the post-human Marines landed. In a single night, they slaughtered thousands of our noble firecasts. They detonated charges that leveled a landing zone used to deliver life-saving supplies. They used their secret weapons to mind-murder the non-violent watercasts. Did they think that we wouldn't be willing to simply negotiate? The response of the slave masters was to draw forth more pain and dread into a galaxy overflowing with both. The strong should use their strength to defend the weak. They should never use the strength to crush innocence or to extort. Think for a moment what our races could do if we just worked together. billions of humans saved from pointless death in the embrace of diseases that we have long cured. Billions more saved from the orcs as the combined strength of the Imperium and Tau raise a united bulwark. Instead, countless thousands of our creed have been lost to the brainwashed enforcers of a world no human has ever seen. I weep for the humans. Ofttimes, I wonder if, on some quiet rim world, a human city lives a quiet, unremarked life. I like to think that they know nothing of war or strife, and that one day I will get to meet them. Together, myself and their leaders will walk down petal-strewn streets in summer. We will feast, we will laugh, we will joke. So often, this dream becomes a nightmare. The streets caught black with the blood of innocents. The rulers are crucified, tortured, and even burned as heretics. Finally, before I wake, a steel super soldier levels a fire-blackened cannon at me, and I wake, the scent of blood in my mind. Our brave watercasts trot across the ruined worlds to negotiate peace with the Imperium. How odd. The negotiations worked. However, all of the worlds in history couldn't bring the dead back. But our negotiations ensured no more wasted lives, and that surely counts for something. Remember, however, that a Kruth hound must bite, for it's in its nature to do so. I must confess that I do harbor some respect for the Imperials, as they are wont to call themselves, for it is rare to find our noble firecasts tested in the ways of war. But we could be so much more. So many of our cities have former members of the Imperium in them. They remember their days before us with pain. A pain shared by all those who now live with us. They tell us of the pain, the misery, the fear. We wage war against these things. Against pain, against misery, against fear. We do so because there is no other choice for us. Our proud and noble firecasts hold the brand against the shade of fear. They shoulder the rights of guarding our worlds, and they do so with tenacity and with the best technology we can create. Our astute, inquisitive, and forward-thinking Earthcasts wage a quiet war on pain. They have cured more diseases than I can list. They work tirelessly to save every single life they possibly can. Because every life is worth saving. And misery, a tough foe to fight. Must I mention my fellow Watercast members here? We seek to do two things. We seek to listen and learn. We bring a friendly ear and a gentle touch to those who need a friend. For to defeat misery, one must wage a war not by oneself. To be alone is to be miserable, and none are ever alone with us. Unless, of course, you are a member of the Aircasts. I envy our skilled pilots. Those winged heroes who patrol our skies, who face the void of space with a smirk and a daring heart. And they can help you too. We all can. For our civilization came from the sands of time and decided that no one should be thirsty again. Our way of life is built on 4 pillars: generosity, decency, empathy, and a shared desire to work together. No more famine in a galaxy of plenty. No more hate in a galaxy of perfect, starlit beauty. No more war. No more nameless lost souls. Take our hand and walk with us as friends and allies, for our children, for our future, and for our galaxy.
And for the greater good.
They never mentioned the rulers. The damn kings. They never told us about the ethereals. It's a lie. None of the cast know the truth. They have no idea.
Overriding.